G'day folks, out for a bit of afternoon delight with Sergio. Probably go for a couple of hours, maybe into the night, we'll see how we go. Got my first decent target, and it looks like a threepence. It's a 50% threepence, and it's a 1960 something. Alrighty, let's crack on. Alright folks, still cracking along. It's not dark yet, as you can see. And I've got my second target. It's been a fairly hard slog. It's like a crusty penny, it is. It's a Commonwealth of Australia penny. I'm going to have a quick close-up look at this. And I believe it's a 1920. Alrighty. Look at the other side. There you go there, folks. Alright, let's crack on. Alrighty folks, here's my next find. That's the road, that's the fence. That's my target. And just in there you can see it. Looking a bit cancerous. It's another com. And this time it looks like a 1919. Yep, 1919 com penny. So I've got a 1920 and a 1919 in the pennies. Excellent. Let's crack on, eh? Alrighty folks, so I'm underneath a set of power lines here. I've had to turn my sensitivity down to like 75 to actually be able to hear myself, but you can see just there I've popped another penny, and this one is a 1960 Skippy, and that's in pretty good nick. Alrighty. Yep, not too bad. Bit light on for the silvers, but we're doing okay in the coppers. Let's crack on, eh? Alrighty folks, so this is the next morning. I've decided to put these two together, mainly because we didn't find much in the last one. However, if you haven't seen anything before this, then you know I haven't put them together, but I'm more than likely putting them together. And it's early. You can see it's still dark, bit of light going on out the back there. And here's my first decent target of the day. And you can see there I've popped a halfpenny. It looks to be a Commonwealth of Australia. I'm going to get in nice and close so I can read that. It says 1934. Looks absolutely fantastic condition. This sandy soil, as you can see here, preserves them quite well. There's King George V on the back. Alrighty, let's crack on and see what else we can find, eh? Alrighty folks, so my next find is a really shallow hole. I was going to leave it, bit of traffic coming past there, mainly because this area is riddled with bottle caps, but I gave it a hit anyway, and you can see I just popped a penny. And it's a wartime penny, 1943 Skippy. Look at that folks, beautiful nick too. There's King George VI. Lovely. Alrighty, let's crack on. Alrighty, so we're about 30 seconds further on. That was where the previous penny came out of, and I've taken 2 steps and got a massive 93. And you can see I've just popped another penny. I'm going to bring this one close to my face so I can read it. Hang on. Yeah, it's a 1953 Skippy. Queen Elizabeth on the back. Again, really shallow, but no one's ever passing up a 93, are they? Alrighty, let's go on. Alrighty, and here is my first silver of the morning. Looks to be a little threepence. It's King George V on the back. Correction, King George VI on the back. And it's a sheaf of wheat. Still got lustre, look at that. Pretty sure that says 1943 there, folks. Give me a second. Yep, 1943. So 1943 threepence. Excellent. That was a 88 both ways. Again, really shallow hole. Right here next to the road. Alrighty, let's crack on. Alrighty, folks. So here's my next find. It looks like a coin, but it isn't. It's a flat button. If I turn it over, there's the shank, soldered on. So she's an oldie. An old flat button. How awesome is that? This area I'm in's got a little bit of history. I found some really old bits and pieces around here. And as far as I can make out, it was a staging area for the military prior to World War One. I found some King Edward buttons and the like around here, so quite an old area. Alrighty, let's crack on, see what else we get, eh? Alrighty folks, so that noise you can hear going past is a mob of cyclists. My God, I hate them. Anyway, that aside, I've got a bit of a mixed signal down here, and just on the surface was this ring pull which I flicked out of the way, and then with my fingers dug down a little bit, and look at that. Actually, I'll put it up here so you can see it. Nice coat of arms thrippers. Haven't had a look at the date yet. Let's have a squiz, eh? A little bit of a finger rub. Oh yeah. And it looks like a 1910. Hang on. It is. That is a superb 1910. So it's the first of the Australian threepences in beautiful nick. I'm going to flick that over. Okay, King George V is a little bit worn, but the front of that is absolutely superb. Alright, let's crack on, eh? Alrighty folks, here's a bit of a weird one. I've already pulled it out, given it a bit of a clean, because I thought it was crap originally, but it would appear not. It's got the number 729 at the bottom, and it's got PG and M, and then it's got SS Co Limited. Looks like a bag seal, if I had to guess. And I'm not in the habit of guessing, but it's certainly not a pendant or anything like that. Just dropping it all over the place. But I'd have to say it was a bag seal or a seal off a goods of some description. Alrighty, let's crack on. Oh, what I will show you actually, just a couple of minutes ago, now this is for MD Melbourne, he seems to like the birds. This little fella was sort of jumping across in front of me, and I put him up in the tree so that the cats wouldn't get him. But if you have a look up there, tucked up asleep now, little noisy miner chick. He's reasonably tame. There you go there. I'm not getting attacked by his mother, so... Oh, let's go. Alright, calm down, calm down. Put your back up. Oh, there you go. Let me get you out of there. Are you alright? You want to be on the ground, alright. I'll just grab him and put him back up, folks. Where are you? There you are. Come here. I got him. Put him back up in the tree. There you go, buddy. There you go. Alright. We'll let him go for a bit, eh? He's only young. They're a native species. Their parents are quite noisy, so you always know when there's a snake around, because their parents will be dive bombing the absolute living crap out of it. Alright, let's move on. Enough of the wildlife. So we'll go back to the wildlife. You can see Mum's arrived, just to make sure the young one's alright. Mum's pretty chilled out. Got some other family members hanging out in the tree as well. But well, there you go. So Mum's all good. She's looking a little bit frazzled. I might just move on before she gets a bit too excited and starts taking me apart. All right. Alrighty, folks. So the next coin is a 50% sixpence, and that's Queen Elizabeth there. So she's going to be a young one. And I think it says 1962. Yep, it's a 1962 50% sixpence. Alrighty. Not doing too bad in an area that's been absolutely smashed by me, by Sergio, by Nathan. I think I found a little patch that we missed. Alrighty, let's crack on. Alrighty, folks, so the next signal was a sneaky little 92, and it was really kind of faint. But it was repeatable, and you can see down there in the hole, just there, I'll just get some of this grass out of the way, another silver. This one's super thin. It's a 1914 threepence. Yeah, she's pretty thin. Oh yeah, the back, you can see King George V is pretty much gone, but there's enough on the front to read 1914. That's why it was so kind of faint, was because it's paper thin. Alright, excellent. Let's crack on. Alrighty folks, for those who wonder about whether or not you're allowed to do this sort of stuff in parks, I was just talking to the groundsman just over there, and he quite happily took all my rubbish, asked how I was going, and it was awesome. So I've now got no rubbish left, and I got a coin. So there you go there folks, it's a halfpenny, and it looks to be, yep, 1941 Skippy half. Excellent. It was down quite deep. Little whisper signal again, but that's awesome. And big thumbs up to the groundskeepers or the park guys for being so understanding. All right, let's start on. Alrighty, folks, having a great morning. It's about 30 seconds further on, and you can see there, just peeking out of the spoil there, little Red Cross badge. So it goes that way up, and it's actually the Junior Red Cross Society of New South Wales, and it is complete. It's got its back on it. I'm not going to try and move that because I'll snap it. But made by Amore in Sydney, and there you go. Still got its enamel too. That's quite pretty. All right, let's crack on. Alrighty, so another target and another Red Cross badge. This one I've given a touch up. Again, Junior Red Cross is missing its enamel, and again made by Amore Sydney. The only bright side to this is I've touched up the one that is in bad condition. The good one I didn't hit, and I've hit that really good, unfortunately. And there really is no excuse for it in this soil, but yeah, I feel bad, but hey, you've seen me hit other things before. At least we've got a good one. All right, let's crack on. Alright folks, so still cruising along, and you can see I've popped my second sixpence. Another 50%er. This one's a 1954. And there's Queen Elizabeth II on the back. Grubby as, but that's how you know it's a 50%er. Alrighty. Let's see what else we can get. I'm probably going to wrap it up soon. I've got other stuff to do today. But wife and the boy shouldn't be up yet, so I'll probably get another half hour in before it's time to head for home. Alright. Alrighty folks, so here's my next target. It was an 88, quite close to the surface. And you can see I've got myself a Commonwealth of Australia halfpenny with a date of 1919. Excellent. And there's King George V on the back. You can hear the black cockatoos cruising around, and the corellas. There's a bunch of pine trees here, and they're really getting into the pine cones, so a bit noisy, bit of wildlife, but that's how it goes. Alright, let's crack on. Alrighty folks, so getting up to the last targets, and you can see I've got two here. If you have a look just there, you can see a threepence I've just flicked out, and if you have a look just there, you can see another threepence sideways in the hole. Let's get that out. So we've got two threepences. Let me just have a bit of a listen. No, I haven't got any more. So we've got a coin spill of two threepences. It's pretty close to finishing, I reckon. That's a 1951. And that is a 1943. So 1943 and 1951 threepences, same hole. Excellent. This is really trashy. There's bottle caps everywhere. This rang off in a solid 88 both ways, and gave quite a distinctive sound. You can really tell the silver's over the top of the bottle caps most of the time. I still dig a bunch of bottle caps, but excellent. Alright, let's crack on, eh? Alrighty folks, so last target. You can see down there in the hole, got myself a penny. And that is a Commonwealth of Australia penny, King George V on the back. And it's a 1933. Yep, 1933 or 1938, probably 33. 1933, 1 penny. Commonwealth of Australia. Excellent. Alright, see you at the roundup, eh? Alright, so yes, I said I was finished and I'd see you at the roundup. Just there's the last hole. So on my way back to the car, and got another nice juicy signal, and you can't go past those, especially when it's a silver signal. And there's a 1936, I think. Wait, I'm going to lick it. Now you'd think I'd learn. that this tastes bad, but yeah, 1936 threepence. Alrighty, now I'm turning the machine off and going to the car. Alrighty folks, welcome to the roundup from the hunt this morning. Let me be perfectly clear, remember this was a combination of the hunt from yesterday evening, which I only got a couple of coins, and this morning. So Sergio wasn't with me this morning, he had some fishing to do. So I went out to a spot we'd been before, and as you can see, found a couple we'd missed. Alright, let's go through them, eh? So top row is all the pennies. I'll just get a little bit closer. And you can see we've got a couple of Commonwealth of Australia pennies, 1919, 1920, 1930 something, 43, 60 and a 53 there, and a half of one at the end. 3 half pennies, so 1919, 1934 and 1941. We did alright in the silvers. We only found one with Sergio and the rest were found this morning. I'll try and get close as I can. There's a little bit of wind noise too folks, and I apologise for that. We've got 2 sixpences, both of them are 50 percenters. And then we move into the threepences, and you can see we've got quite a collection there, starting from 1910 and going all the way along until the 1960s. And you can quite plainly see the difference between a 50 percenter and a 925. You can see how green those 50 percenters are. Back down here, 1 and 2 cent pieces. Yep, got a bunch of those. Managed to score an American 1 cent piece while I was out there as well. Don't know about the date, and to be honest, I couldn't be asked. $5 in change, and then we've got a few bits and pieces that we found. Got a 303 cartridge. Can't escape those things, they're everywhere. 2 junior Red Cross badges, one that I scuffed up pretty badly, and the other one's in pretty good nick. We've got a Bexley High School badge, and the enamel, what passes for enamel these days, is flaked straight off. An old winder to a toy, that beautiful flat button, and then we've got that little label as well. It's either a label or a keyring. I think the hole's a bit small to be a keyring. Can't find any information on it, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. Alright folks, hope you enjoyed the hunt. I don't have any real standouts. There's nothing absolutely spectacular. Everything's pretty cool, but we'll see you on the next one, eh?